What about you?
So far, so good.
Just your perspective, Austin was telling us about the flight back from Dallas and guys looking out the window to kind of get a glimpse of it. From there until now, what's it been like for you?
I mean, I'm a California native, so some way fires aren't foreign to me, but to have them out here in this way and how quickly it spread was startling for sure. So flying in and seeing a bit of the aftermath, obviously it's hard to see everything at night, but still seeing flames burning and smoke going in the air. I didn't sleep much that night. I stayed in Beverly, so kind of close to that hill over there. So I was pretty concerned, kind of ready to go at all times. I ended up evacuating just out of precaution. Didn't want to get caught in some of that traffic. So it was crazy to see coming in. Still crazy to see how it's still burning. Starting to move a little bit now. So hopefully we can get it contained soon.
What was the kind of group atmosphere today? You guys all know what JJ's been going through. Being there with your coach today.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a little bit of relief to lay eyes on everybody, to touch up and to see everybody. Obviously, there's been some people within the organization, JJ included, that had disaster strike their home close and personal. So we really reach out to them. We pray for everybody else that's harmed by this, but for those that were in this building, to be able to see them, put hands and eyes on them, and make sure that they were okay, that was a little reassuring.
JJ said that obviously still working with the league, like he wants to play tomorrow, or he wants to coach tomorrow. You guys want to play tomorrow. What do you think you guys playing tomorrow could do for the community as a whole, especially after the tragedies that's going on for the next couple of days?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of see it a little bit similar to the bubble move over. I mean, there's a lot going on, and we as a league decided to go into that bubble and play, and that kind of gave everyone something to turn the TV on for that wasn't disaster. That wasn't how many more cases of negativity are going on. To give them, whether it's a couple hours to click through. So I think it could be positive. I think some people could gain from it, it could be helpful for them. So if it can help one person, that's enough.
How hard is it to kind of compartmentalize what's going on outside with you guys kind of preparing for potentially getting more?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone has to do it in some capacity. We get to do it with the game of basketball, and that's a blessing, but people have to do it, take care of their family. Some people, including y'all, go to work today, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of people in this area that are going through stuff much worse than us right now, just coming to play basketball. It's not the hardest thing per se in the world to do, especially when you zoom out for something like this.
Coach said, basketball, you got a safe space, but you gotta see it the same way.
Yeah, I think basketball has served that role for a number of times around this league at different points of their life for sure. But to be able to come and play this game and to have a safe space to do that amidst everything going on, it's priceless.
Just wanted to ask how you're feeling health-wise after your road trip and just kind of being back, and if there's any encouragement of Jared Vanderbilt's progress from your perspective and his team's perspective.
Yeah, I mean, my health's doing pretty good. Still a little sore from the oblique. The overall body's doing pretty good. Vando's been working really hard. I think all of us have seen his work in passing, whether he's here before us or staying after us. And I don't have any breaking news for you on that front, but I think for him, I hope he can get back as soon as possible. I know how difficult it can be to be away from the game and have the game taken from you in that way. So I know it's something that's weighing on him, and I'm sure he's eager to get back and compete, and we're absolutely eager to have him. Hell of a player, great teammate, so it would be great to see him back in uniform.
Gabe, was it limiting at all for you in the game? It didn't look like it, but I'm sure, is it a pain tolerance thing, and how do you handle that?
Yeah, I think it finally graduates where soreness is just going to be present, and there's going to be some discomfort. Once I got to the place of knowing it wasn't going to get worse to go play and to go compete, after a couple practices or workouts, I was able to go out there and do so. So it's been responding well. Obviously, still taking care of it. Got to stay on top of it. I'm just glad it's not worse. Like a few other guys around the league been out, quite a bit of time. So I'm grateful that wasn't the severity of mine, and our training staff's done a great job.
Thanks, Gabe.
Appreciate
you and close ones. Hold up after the fires.
I mean, it's obviously a really sad time in LA. I live more south, so I wasn't affected, but I know people that live in those areas, and just called them, shot them text, to see if they were okay, and everybody that I knew in that area got out before either went to San Diego or wherever. So that's the good part is everybody's okay. But like I said, it's a really sad time. And my condolences go out to everybody that's going through this. But LA will get through this. That's really where we're at.
This has become kind of it's an adopted home for you. What has it been like being here and kind of seeing the local news, seeing the images? What's that been like for you?
Yeah, it's been sad just because, like you said, this is my 4th year here, and LA showed me nothing but love since day one when I got here. I've never been here, didn't know what it was like. But like I said, ever since I've been here, I've been treated with nothing but love. And I was telling my people a couple months ago that I see myself here forever after basketball, living here, just because I enjoy it so much, and just seeing the pictures, seeing the videos. Like I said, it's just sad. People having to leave their homes. Palisades burning to the ground basically is a tragedy. And like I said, my thoughts, and prayers go out to everybody that's been affected by it. And like I said, it's a sad time, but like I said, I know we'll get through it because LA is just such a great place.
How was JJ?
JJ's good. As good as he could be. And then I texted him. I think the morning that we got back after. Rob sent us a text about what happened to him and his family's home, and just reaching out just to show him that not just me but this team loves him and cares about him and his family. And he's such a a competitor. He comes into work every single day, especially today, and wants to do his job. There's a million other things he could be thinking about doing right now, but he's dedicated to what he's doing here, and obviously dedicated to his family, so I know he's taking care of them. So, he's in a good spot for what he could be.
The Hornets game obviously was postponed. Have you guys gotten any word on tomorrow's game, and kind of how was the communication for the Hornets game? What was it like, finding out whether it would be on or not on?
Yeah, Rob texted us yesterday morning and basically was just stay by your phone, and he was letting us know. And I can't remember what time he shot out the text that was telling us that the game was postponed. But I mean, as far as moving forward, I think the NBA and the organization, everybody's working in the right direction. We're obviously in here preparing as if we do play, but I know everybody's working and has the best interest to whatever that is.
This obviously is something that transcends basketball, and how difficult is it to kind of compartmentalize what's going on in the real world and in real time, and you guys' hometown or the home that you currently have with basketball, and trying to prepare for games and prepare adequately for teams.
Yeah, I mean it's tough because, like you said, it's much bigger than basketball. It's much bigger than any individual in here. This is a big deal, and like I said, we came in here today to prepare as if we were playing along. But people are when they're in here, they're locked into what we have to do. But obviously, when things stop, they go back to real life and just trying to figure out what they can do to help their families be safe, give back, whatever we could do as an organization to help kind of get through this moment. I think it's a good opportunity, as if we did play, just to bring everybody back to the game and see joy again. And but it's tough. It definitely is.
Last two.
On that note, what did having this practice mean to you and the group in the wake of it?
How did you start that?
What did having this practice mean to you and the group in the wake of all the challenges this week?
Yeah, I think I talk about it quite a bit, just in the aspect of this is like our safe place. There's even before this tragedy has happened. This is a place we come to kind of block everything out, and it's nothing different kind of than today. Obviously, it's a bigger situation, and you're not ever going to completely, not think about what's going on, especially, in LA and what's happened. So, but it's an opportunity to get around, people that you love, talk about it, have conversation about it. Like I said, talk about the things that you can do to, if it's giving back or what, anything that we can do for the organization to help. So it's good to get in here and be around guys and just have that family environment.
What was the
Last question.
What was the flight like back home? Like, I mean, flying over the city, were guys over at the windows, like trying to get a look? Like,
Yeah, I mean, we got delayed. I don't think we got back until probably like 1:45, but when we were flying in, everybody was trying to, see, how bad it was. Because I really don't think that people, grasp how bad it was until you kind of see it with your own two eyes. And as we're flying in, we were definitely looking out the window, seeing what we could see from a distance. You could see some fire. But as you got closer, there was so much smoke. It was just basically like you were flying in the clouds. So it was scary. Honestly, it's like I said, it's a sad time. But like I said, I know we'll get through this, as a community, and get back to what normal is. So.
Thanks.
Appreciate it so
Thanks,
much.
how are you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Just tell you guys, my wife got out really early. She was actually on the other side, close to like mid-city, and came out outside and saw the fire. She was with some people, and they were headed to the airport. She's just like, I gotta go. And she went home, grabbed her nanny. This was all going on pregame, Tuesday, and was scrambling to find a hotel that had room for them. And so she got out of there, got the kids from school. They're safe. That's all that mattered. Didn't spend any time on Twitter for a long time. Tuesday and Tuesday night, just to get updates. I was on there a lot and kind of following along with everything that was happening. We got home because of some maintenance issues around 2:30. Went to the hotel, woke up at 7, and still had my coach's uniform on, and headed up to the Palisades. I just kind of had to see it for myself, and I was not prepared. I was not prepared for what I saw. It is it's complete devastation and destruction. I had to go kind of a different way to the house, but I went through most of the village and it's all gone. And I don't think you can ever prepare yourself for something like that. Our home is gone, and look, we were renting for the year to try to figure out where we wanted to be long term, and everything we own that was of any importance to us, almost 20 years together as a couple and 10 years of parenting, was in that house. And there's certain things that you can't replace, that will never be replaced. And it's like weird. It's really weird shit. My son did an art project last year at St. Anne's in Brooklyn, and it was like a charcoal pencil painting of a lighthouse that he had framed above the stairs. And like, you can't ever replace stuff like that. Memories. We're 18 years together now, Chelsea and I. Certain things that were in that house that you can't replace. The material stuff is whatever. I think my family and I were processing the self side, the individual side of losing your home, and you don't ever want to wish that on anybody. It's an awful feeling to lose your home. I think what has happened over the last 72 hours, from me being up there and from having a number of people that had homes in the Palisades that are also staying at the hotel, you really get a sense of just the communal destruction. And I got back to the hotel, and you know, of course, my wife and I are emotional. I'm not sure I've wept or wailed like that in several years. And she said to me, I was very hesitant to move out here. I was very hesitant to, you know, for you to go into coaching. I've never loved living somewhere more than I've loved Brooklyn, and I've never loved the community more than I love the community I've had in Brooklyn. And then, you know, it's like we move out here, and the Palisades community has really just been so good to us, and I think that's the part for us that we're really struggling with, is just the loss of community. And I've recognized that people make up community, and we're going to rebuild, and we want to help lead on that. But all the churches, the schools, the library, like, it's all gone. And I think the thing that hit home for us the most was Tuesday night. You know, the rec center caught on fire, and the day we visited the house and decided we wanted to live in the house, we were like, let's go explore the village. And we stumbled upon the rec center, and there was some summer rec league basketball games going on. One kid, Milo, was playing. I was like, oh, he's pretty good. He ended up being one of our neighbors. They lost their home. The rec center was like this place we were at every day. I mean, flag football, basketball, the playground, baseball, tennis courts. Like, it just, and everyone we knew was there every day. And you just, it just hurts to lose that. I've been overwhelmed by the outpouring of support and love that I've felt, that my family has felt, from friends, family, people around the NBA, people in Los Angeles. I think people in the Palisades community, in our kids' school community, who also have lost homes. Like, we've obviously all leaned on each other. You know, I could say this, like, for our family, we're as committed as ever to Los Angeles. We recognize, like, it's not just our community that has been impacted by this. There's people in Malibu, there's people in Brentwood, there's people up in the valley, there's people in Pasadena. It's all over LA, and if there's anything we can do to help and lead, we will. And we're still going to try to, you know, we're still figuring that out. It's still pretty fresh, but we're committed to helping other people as much as we can. And we're going to do that, and we recognize that it's going to be a long process. And I'll share this as well. Like, part of our community is here in the building, and Dan Grigsby, you know, first moved to the Palisades 4 decades ago, and he lived right by the rec center. We were just at his house for a holiday party 3 weeks ago, and that's gone. His 3 daughters lived in the Palisades. That's gone. The general counsel that works with him, Josh Green, grew up in the Palisades. His house is gone. His parents' house is gone. Fort Steve's house is gone. This has impacted so many people. I don't want people to feel sorry for me and my family. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. There's people that, you know, because of some political issues and some insurance issues, are not going to be all right. And we're going to do everything we can to help anybody who's down and out because of this.
Austin mentioned the sanctuary aspect that a basketball gym provides for so many guys, and I imagine that's something you'll be able to tap into a little bit. There's also, like, a community aspect of sports, a power to it. Have you pondered what maybe the Lakers could do for the community, giving them just a little bit of respite from everything's going on?
Yeah. We certainly want to do everything we can within the safety parameters of what's going on in the city. We obviously want to give people hope, and we want to give people, I don't want to say a distraction, but maybe an escape. And we talked about it as a group before practice, like, it is our responsibility everybody in this building to lead on this, to help people. You never know what that's going to look like specifically. You really don't, Dave. I think between myself, RP, I know the Bus family, Jeannie specifically, like we're prepared to do whatever it takes to help Los Angeles.
What did being in the building today for practice? What did that do for you? What did that mean for you? After coming off the last hours?
Yeah, I think I have a pretty strong ability to compartmentalize things. Tried to get out of that with therapy, but the therapist didn't do his job, so still compartmentalizing. Being here for me was great because it gave me something to look forward to, honestly. Being around the guys and coaching, and I told them this. We're prepared for whatever tomorrow. We obviously are going to work with the NBA, the Spurs, the city, and do what's right. I want to play tomorrow. I want to coach tomorrow. I want these guys to play tomorrow. And if we can play, we'll play. And, I do believe that for everybody that has been impacted by this, there is a grieving process. There is a healing process. I can only speak for myself. Part of my healing and grieving process is being here with these guys and coaching basketball.
JJ, you kind of think about sports as a metaphor for life. Are there things that you learn through your career you try to impart on your sons, like at times like this, and you and your wife kind of share with them to find that meaning and how you can affect things?
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of conversations over the last 2 days. I think the kids they're upset about a lot of things that they lost. Baby Fuddle Wuddle being one of them. Stuffy. They're devastated about the rec center. I don't think I've told you guys this. I signed up to coach their winter league team, and based on the schedule, I was going to be able to help out in about half the practices and half the games. Our first practice was Wednesday afternoon, so they woke up Tuesday morning thinking they were a day away from practicing with their friends and having me coach their practice. The thing that I've always talked with them about is valuing people over things, and that's how I live my life, and that's how Chelsea lives her life, and that's how our kids are being raised. And I think this is a great opportunity for them to learn that and to just embrace it and love on people, which they're doing today.
JJ, so sorry for your loss. How have you seen the organization support you and the rest of the staff?
The Lakers have been incredible. Yeah. You could go down the list, but whether it's been RP or the Bus family, our associates, my coaching staff, the players, everybody has been incredible, and there's been tangible things they've done to try to help us over the last few days, and I'm greatly appreciative of everyone that has helped.
Couple more? Just small, obviously this is.
Ask your basketball question, Dave. It's all good.
Was everyone able to participate today? Specifically, Jared Vanderbilt, we saw he was assigned to South Bay. Where does he stand in his ramp-up?
Yeah. Jared was able to get 2 of the last 3 days, some live action with our South Bay team, which is, I think, really good for him. We want to give him more exposure to live play against professionals before we set a sort of target date. But it is imminent that he'll be back with us in the next, hopefully, few weeks. But again, I think no setbacks, lots of progress. The conditioning and just anybody who's played a sport and has been injured for an extended period of time, there's the confidence you have to build in your body. And he's getting there, and each time we've exposed him to live play, it's been better and better. So he's close.
Can you guys use G League games in that, or is it more just practice?
We haven't discussed that, to be honest with you. It was more about just getting live practices in with the G League team. Given our schedule every other day this month, probably not an opportunity for live play, although because of us not playing yesterday, we did do some live play today.
I know you said you want to get a few more runs for him before getting targeted, but is it realistic for him to return during this long function you guys have through the end of the month?
I don't want to commit to anything. That's the hope. I don't want to commit to anything. I think we've taken the approach going back to the start of the preseason and certainly in the off season that playing the long game here, and I just want him fully healthy and confident before we put him out on the court.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.